What's up, everybody? And today we are reacting to SCP-4666 The Yule, man. This one's by Dr. Bob. Very excited to watch this because I have become obsessed with SCP. I was supposed to post Doom today, but unfortunately I'm still having some issues. I think it's actually my Elgato, but I'm going to figure it out over the weekend. Don't worry, and we'll get some more gameplay up next week. Just gives me more of an opportunity to react to these SCPs because I'm absolutely obsessed with them, guys. I really am. And it's Yule, man, so obviously Christmas and horror. It's everything we need right now. It's everything we need right now. But before we get started, members, you're amazing. I love you. I couldn't do this without you. I honestly couldn't make videos every single day if it wasn't for you members. So thank you for supporting the channel as much as you do. Links down below to all the usual stuff: Instagram, Discord, Twitter, website, merch, my second channel, which, guys, this weekend is Cyberpunk weekend on that channel. Check it out. My podcast, which is coming up tomorrow with Jim Galvin. It's going to be a blast. And my Twitch stream, where I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, which means if you are watching... No, I'm not going to be premiering this. I'm just going to release it. So I am on Twitch today. If you're watching this, the day it gets released. If you watch this, the day it gets released, I will be on Twitch at 12 noon Eastern time. And we're going to play... I don't know what we're playing, but we're going to be pulling in some members. So stay tuned, members, if you're on Discord. It's going to be a ton of fun. Anyway, I think we're going to shut up. And we're going to get a little bit of horror on. And we're going to watch some of this Yule, man. Let's go.
A child is sleeping happily in their bed, dreaming of Christmas morning. What they don't hear as they sleep
That is creepy.
is the sound of SCP-4666 slipping into their room. SCP-4666 watches the child for just a moment before reaching into a giant bag. Hi, I'm Dr. Bob.
That is creepy. That face.
And this is SCP-4666,
Okay.
also known as the Yule Man.
Oh, looks kind of cute there. Looks kind of cute there.
SCP-4666 is thought to be a single humanoid entity, but one that has been alive for an incredibly long time. Those who have come into contact with SCP-4666 and lived to tell the tale describe him as being very tall, between 2 and 2.3 meters. He also appears to be very old and very thin. He always appears without clothing, even when the weather is below freezing and would be much too cold for any normal human to survive.
He needs to get wrapped up, guys. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. Come on, Yule man. Get yourself a coat. No one needs to see that.
Though the true extent of his anomalous properties are still unknown, SCP-4666 seems to be able to travel instantaneously to any location on Earth above the 40th line of north latitude.
We could do with that right now with the whole lockdown. I could do with traveling back to England for a little bit. Yule, hit me up. Yule man, hit me up. Let me know. Let me know how to travel. I want to go see my family.
And may actually be able to travel anywhere on the planet. Encounters with SCP-4666 have only been reported during a very specific time of year, a period of 12 nights running from the night of December 21st to the early morning hours of January 2nd.
Isn't that winter solstice? That's probably why. They took this from winter solstice, right? It's like around that time, I'm pretty sure.
This period is known as SCP-4666's active phase, and the encounters with the anomalous humanoid creature have been termed Weissnacht events. During these events, SCP-4666 appears at family dwellings, all of which, so far, have a few things in common. 1.
Okay, guys, I'm laughing. Legit. It's really creepy. It's really, really creepy.
They are all isolated in rural areas. 2.
Oh, great.
They are in locations with snow that covers the area for the duration
Oh, shit. It's snowing here, guys.
of the event. And 3. They are all home to a family with at least one child under the age of 8. In places
Tick all the boxes. Oh, Yule man's coming for me.
that match all of those characteristics, Weissnacht events sometimes occur and always follow the same basic progression. During the first 7 nights, The children will report seeing a strange figure within the vicinity of the home. The entity will seem to be...
That dad legit was like, what? Look at him, he's like, there's a what? There's a what?
figure within the vicinity of the home. The entity will seem to be watching the home from a distance, such as from across a field or from the edge of a nearby forest. Some children have even reported waking up at night to find SCP-4666 watching them sleep through a window. On nights 8 through 11, other family members will report hearing the entity, such as footsteps on the roof or in the attic. A bad-smelling odor will also start to be noticed in the house, but no source of the smell is ever found. These strange occurrences will often lead the family to think their house may be haunted, or that they're...
Guys, this is legit creepy. This is legit real creepy. I don't know how I feel about this.
They're being terrorized by a madman. Finally, on the 12th night, one of two scenarios can occur. In the first, which happens roughly 15% of the time, families will often report that they heard footsteps during the night inside of their house. But there is never any sign of forced entry like broken windows or doors. In the morning, the children will find crudely made toys at the foot of their beds. For the lucky ones, this is the end of the Weissnacht event for them. The roughly 85% who experience the other scenario are considerably less lucky. In the vast majority of cases, the 12th night is a horrible experience. SCP-4666 still enters the home on the final night, but rather than leave presents for the children, it incapacitates the family and moves them all into a single room, where it proceeds to kill them one by one in view of the rest of the family. The exact method of killing varies from event to event, but there's almost always an element of torture that occurs before they are finally killed, and this torture may serve a ritualistic purpose. The entire family is killed except for one of the children who is under the age of 8. This child...
This is horrific! Who thought of this? Who thought of this? You sick, sick person.
Is instead abducted and placed into a giant bag SCP-4666 carries with it. SCP-4666's existence was first noted in 1974 by the Foundation's then new Anomalous Signature Recognition Program, which alerted the Foundation to several suspiciously similar home invasions and murders that occurred throughout the Northern Hemisphere on the night of January 1st. Further research uncovered evidence for what was most likely other Weissnacht events every single year, dating back all the way to the late 18th century, with there being, on average, a little more than 3 events per year. And there's even been evidence of references to what may be SCP-4666, dating all the way back to the 1st and 2nd century AD.
Guys, this is legit so creepy. Oh, guys, I tick all the boxes. If I start hearing shit, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live, right? And be like, guys, I think Yule Man's here.
Identical fingerprints have been found at all of the houses which match the conditions for Weissnacht events, and have been matched to a recovered partial print from all the way back in 1873. These fingerprints have characteristics that don't match any known human fingerprints, and the human-like white hairs that have also been recovered do not appear to contain human DNA, or any DNA at all for that matter. In the rare Weissnacht events where SCP-4666 does not murder the family and gifts are left behind, the gifts are anything but normal. The gifts, known as SCP-4666As, appear to be made from the bodies of children that SCP-4666 abducted from other homes. In one case, from 2018, at the home of a family in Alaska, a life-size doll made from the body of a female child was left behind. The doll was wearing a dirty dress made from sewn-together rags that was in some places sewn directly to the skin. Her mouth had been sewn shut and painted red with human blood. Another child's fingernails had been glued over her own, and 3 fingers were missing completely. The scalp had also been replaced with another child's scalp and hair like a crude wig. Worst of all, both eyes had been removed and replaced with 2 stones which were painted to look like eyes.
What the hell? This is giving me the EBGBs, guys. This is not good.
But most frightening of all was that the child who had been turned into a doll was somehow still alive. Authorities took the girl to a hospital where she was able to give a brief interview. She explained that the man who abducted her had killed her parents before putting her into a giant bag where there were other children too. SCP-4666 took the children somewhere deep below the earth in a cave system full of ice and bones. There, they were forced to make crude toys until they couldn't go on any longer, at which point they became toys. The girl, now known to be Ekaterina Morozova, had been abducted 2 years previously in a known Weissnacht event. She survived for only 18 hours after being discovered. An autopsy revealed many terrible injuries, and the cause of death was found to be from severe, sustained malnourishment. SCP-4666 has been classified as Keter, and is...
You know, the whole things living in caves. I watched this YouTube TV show called Hellier about it, and the whole these cave systems all over the place and things might be living in them. It's so creepy, guys. It's so creepy. I don't think I believe any of it, but it's compelling and it's creepy. It's creepy.
is currently not contained. The Foundation monitors web traffic and law enforcement channels for any evidence of SCP-4666 activity, and especially any potential Weissnacht events, such as cases of stalking reported during the 12-night active phase, or other strange phenomena at houses with young children. Should a Weissnacht event be...
I have young children. If I start hearing shit in this house, legit, I'm just going to record it and post it on YouTube, guys, okay? If I start hearing footsteps upstairs and I start getting all these weird things happening just like on this friggin' animation, you guys are going to see it, alright? Because I am not going to sit around waiting for some Yule man to pop around my window. I'm going to give him a good old slap. Give a old slap on the chops and be like, hey, you're going to be on YouTube.
Suspected to be in progress, the nearest containment task force is dispatched to attempt to contain SCP-4666 using the standard PDP-8 humanoid first contact protocols. So far, no such containment attempt has been successful. Now go and watch another entry from the files of Dr. Bob and be...
That was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I did not like that. It creeped me out. I'm not excited for Christmas now. I'm going to be listening. If I hear any footsteps now, I'm going to be like, wait a second. And I live in the middle of the woods. And there's like a foot of snow on the ground. Like legit. I have 2 children under the age of 8. One's 2-year-old, one's 2-month-old. Guys, I don't know why you let me react to this. Everyone in Discord who recommended this to me, how dare you? You are evil. Members, you're amazing. I love you. I couldn't do this without you. Links down below to all the usual stuff. Instagram, Discord, Twitter, website, merch, my second channel, my podcast, and my Twitch stream. I'm going to be live today, 12 noon Eastern time. We're going to play some... I think we're playing Destiny, but it might just be Warzone. I'm not too sure. Head over there anyway. Talk SCP with me. It's going to be a ton of fun. Yeah, and we'll go from there, guys, because I truly like watching these SCP videos. I don't know why you've got me obsessed with them, but I am really obsessed, and I think it's fascinating. So if you've got some more recommendations, hit me up on Discord in the video recommendation page, and post all your videos that you want me to see in there, okay, guys? But until tomorrow, which you will see the podcast, I will see you all in the live stream. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.